Hello guys, welcome back to the vlog. Come spend a few days with me here in Kingston, Jamaica, just so you can see what life is like for me right now, as you know, I still transition back to living in Jamaica after 3 years living abroad. So I still have not gotten like a full-time job yet. I don't know how I'm making my income at this point. So this is me on the on the computer with a client of mine. Bless her heart, she's been one of my most long-standing clients. Every now and then she comes back and we chop it up and I give her some advice on how to maintain her websites. That is what I do. That's what I help her with. So yeah, this is Monique from Kingston, Jamaica. Come spend a few days here with me. So the first thing that we're going to do is go out on a date, because as soon as I landed, I started dating again. Me no know if it's about that part there, but let's go out on a date. So here I am. This restaurant is called Julie Mango, I think. Yeah, Julie Mango's. Let me know if you guys want me to do like a video on, some of the best restaurants for date nights here in Kingston, or just some of the best restaurants to try, because we've been to a few now, so I could probably, do up a video on that. This was their buffalo chicken dip, and it came with like toasted bread. I really wish it came with like pita bread or even chips, something thinner to really kind of get up in there. But the dip itself was spicy and delicious. The lasagna though, the lasagna did need some more cheese. Like, you're supposed to put your fork in a lasagna and you get that little cheese pull there. Yeah, where did I get that from this at all. I was so disappointed in the lasagna. I'm gonna order 2 dessert, man. My date was not amused, but anyways, my tummy really was. So after the 2 dessert them, all right, me decide says something's gotta go. So I started to do a little workout here on my patio, just kind of, taking matters into my own hand. Me not have no gym subscription right now, but me have space and me have time, don't it? So we can make something work right here, so we can do something to get the belly down, because the back too big and the belly a galang. So that is what I've been doing, just trying to make sure that I do something, move my body even a little bit in the daytime, trying to get it tight and together. So we're going to our next restaurant now. This one is one of my faves. We've been going to Steakhouse on the Veranda, I think it's called. It is at the iconic Devon House. This is the home of Jamaica's first, you're all of the nice in my background though, work with me. So this is the home of Jamaica's first millionaire way back in the day, and now it is turned into this museum, and a lot of little restaurants and shops are there. It is very cute. I'm going to show you later on in this video what it looks like in the daytime. So it has this courtyard with lots of these shops, and it is one of the best places to get either steak or lobster. I think they have a lobster special every Wednesday when lobster is in season. So if you've never tried the Caribbean spiny lobster, this is one of the best places to come get it on a Wednesday night, because they have a 2-for-1 special. And this is what it looks like. So it's a nice, cute little date night on a Wednesday to go and get some lobster. Of course, Devon House is also known, it's famous for its ice cream. It won #1 ice cream in the world one year. So if you're in Kingston, you have to come check out Devon House ice cream. So after all of the big bakery now, I'm back home. I'm making something to eat in my little kitchen. I've been thinking of doing a series of some one-pot dishes that you can do on, because I'm just working with this little 2-burner right now. But I'm making some butter chicken, and it was so good. All right, nightlife. I need to do a video on the nightlife in Kingston, because it is one of my favorite things about living in Kingston, is all of the places to go. Like, there is something out there for everybody, and it's definitely one of my favorite features of living in town, as me says. So this is one of my favorite places to go on a Friday night. I'm not gonna pick up the name right here, so if you know, you know, because I don't want people to come stalk me. But yeah, this is one of my favorite places to go on a Friday night, because the music is right and the people are of my age group. I'm not party with a little ticky. Yeah, man, I might place this. Let me know if you want more nightlife videos. So we're back at Devon House. This is the same place that I just showed you for the lobster, the restaurant. Now we're here in the daytime. This was on a Saturday, and look, all the families are all picnic at keep. Yeah, man. This is the vibe in the daytime. People just come and they chill out and they play and they make memories and they have some of the absolute best ice cream in the world. So when you come, as I say, you have to try the ice cream. The line of along, just brace, be patient. It is going to be worth it. I promise you, it absolutely is. It's one of my favorite things to do. Munchkin loves it as well. And they just came out with a new flavor named bun and cheese ice cream. For the Easter period, you can go and try bun and cheese ice cream. I think it's the best ice cream in the world still, but let's see what Munchkin says.
Your ice cream.
It's weird.
Weird?
Uh-huh.
Why weird?
I don't know. I chose Crunchy Munchy because I remember it from when I was here before, and now I don't know what I'm eating.
So it's weird because you don't know the flavor.
Mm-hmm.
But it don't taste good?
No, it tastes good.
Okay.
Weird.
It's just weird. As the cookie and cream, much ice cream all over for your mouth.
It tastes like cookie and cream, but as with everything that over the years, it's not as rich as it used to be for Devon House ice cream.
Really?
I think the quality has dropped off a little bit. I don't know if it's because I just brush my teeth, but
Me don't know what I'm talking about. Devon House ice cream is still the best tasting ice cream anywhere near this side of the hemisphere. Me say so. Anyway, so let us take a walk to look inside of Devon House, where I showed you before, that little courtyard area. This is the courtyard area on the inside. So I had showed you what it looks like in the nighttime. Still, people are here. We are walking around. We are chill under the tree them. And there are quite a few different restaurants and shops for you to come. I think there's a crystal shop. I know there's a tea shop. There's a coconut water shop, so you can go in there and get your jelly water if you've never tried coconut jelly. There are some fashion design places, some places where you can get, there's the Devon House Bakery right there where you can get lobster patties if you want an upgraded patty experience. Yeah, this is definitely a must stop if you are in Kingston. All right, so moving right along, this was a Saturday, so the Sunday now I'm going to take a drive out. I'm going to say, all right, make we touch the beach. But don't get too excited yet. This is another beach trip that I need to take y'all on. This is where us Kingstonians, if you live at town and you don't want to make the trek too far out of town, you don't have all day to spend, you're just going to go 15-20 minutes outside of the town to the nearest beach to us. I wanted to make this trek to see what Fort Clarence Beach is like now, because it has been closed since the Penny, you know, the Penny that happened 5 years ago, and it has been under renovation. So I was like, all right, make we see what them renovate said. So this is the drive. This is what we're working with to go and check out Fort Clarence Beach, which has always been one of my favorite places to go hang out because we love the beach. So if I can't reach the pretty beach, I'm going to still come over here and try get some fried fish and just put my foot in at the sand, or even put my foot in the water and get a little bit of nature when I come out here. So I was happy to come out here and see that it is open, even though we were late because they close at 5, guys. And we reached the people them place almost 4 o'clock. And I still have to pay $1,000 a head. Yeah, 1,000 Jamaican dollars per person to go in. I'll put how much ever that is on the screen in US dollars. It's kind of pricey. Imagine you go with a family of 4 or 5. Yeah, that's kind of enough. So I think they allow you to take your own food though, because if it's $1,000 for going, me know the food I got there, guys. Me know the food I got there. And part of the experience is of going to the beach is having fish and festival. So if you're going to this particular beach, walk with our money. Anyway, this is me and Munchkin and my niece. I was so happy that they were able to reconnect and, you know, we come out and hang out together. So this is what the beach is giving. It has a lot of space for you to kind of spread out and enjoy the sand and, you know, just hang out and have a good time. It is, you know, every now and then you will have whole heap of sargassum. So you see all that seaweed looking thing that's piled up on the sand. It is plagued with sargassum depending on the time of year and the time of day. So you'll have that to battle with here, and that's why the water kind of look a little browny and not as turquoise as if you go on the north coast. But we'll work with it still because it's not so bad right now. And as I say, if you don't have a lot of time to spend, it is one of the quickest, easily accessible beaches for us Kingstonians. So I still love to go out here and just kind of hang. Just hang. And you know, if me not have the money to buy fish, I stop and buy some KFC, or I make 2 sandwich, or I buy 2 patty, whatever the case may be, and still come out to the beach and have a good time. This guy here, so with him, what is this? Wind sailing. He was out on the water. I wish I had caught him when he was out there doing his thing. Everybody stopped him and asked him about it because it looked like fun, but it also looked like the wind was going to take him where. So yeah. You can see that there are vendors here who will offer you everything from peanut to pepper shrimp to oysters to cotton candy. It's just a really, really good time, and part of what I love about Jamaican culture and living in Kingston is just I have access to everything, Kingston nightlife plus the beach, if I really, really wanted to. Now let's talk about some of the renovation. Them can look on them cheery. Me pay $1,000 for come in and cheer them look like so them a come back from the penny days. Like seriously, I appreciate some of the upgrades. The restrooms were nice. This place to get to a fish and festival, nice and big. I don't know how long it would have take to get through. Me could come go at a real beach, yeah. So now, let's talk about it. You see this highway here, so? You see, as a Kingstonian, we have a saying that when you touch the highway, any little stress where plague you, it just kind of melts away. Like, how can you still be stressed and worried about anything driving through these beautiful, lush, green hills, man? I'm telling you, it's one of my favorite things to do is to jump on this highway, head to the north coast where I know the beaches will be pretty and the stress will be gone. However, this was a very, very heavy day for me. So the plan here was to stop at my uncle's house and pick up supplies so I could go and look for my pops. Now, if you're coming from this channel, you're a fan of this channel from when I just left Jamaica, I'm gone to Mexico with my mom and my dad. You know Pops, you've seen him feature in a few videos. Pops had to come back to Jamaica way before us because his health, it kind of took a downturn, and now he's in an elder care home here in Jamaica, and he's not doing as well as I really and truly wished he would have been. So this was me going to visit him for the first time since I've seen him 2 years ago when he left us in Mexico. As I said, the plan was to visit my uncle, pick up some supplies because, you know, supplies for my dad are kept at my uncle's house right now because he lives much closer to him than I do in Kingston. So guess what happened now? The uncle is no longer with us. Right before I took on this highway here, you see that little piece of, when you're exiting the highway and you see the water right there. So for me, when the stress started to melt away because as I said, it was a very heavy day. I'm going to my uncle's house, and right before I could get there, my uncle passed away. And it's a difficult thing for me to talk about right now, but I still went and looked for my father. I picked him up and took him out of the home. I don't think he's been out of the home since he's been in there a few months. Went and got some KFC, which, you know, is one of his favorite things. And we went to sit on a beach and just eat and just be. So this is the Walter Fletcher Beach. It used to be a very popular beach in Montego Bay, but they built up a nice, pretty Harmony Beach Park right next to it. So right now it's kind of abandoned. You can see that they're doing lifeguard training. So I think that's what they mostly use this beach for now. But you can see that the beauty is still there. It was an absolutely amazing, beautiful beach. And so, you know, I got to spend some time with my dad, and I really, really wish I could do more to help him out in it right now. I'm happy that I was the one to break the news to him about his brother. He did not take it well at all. I don't know let me stop talking. That part is a difficult part to talk about. So yeah, so this is us getting a delivery from Amazon. Amazon ships free to Jamaica now, so some things I can get and not have to worry about, you know, spending customs fee or the weight, or, you know, paying somebody extra to ship it down. So this is a welcomed change for us. We can get shipments directly from Amazon now. So I had purchased a dresser, because you see we still have suitcases on the floor. So I had purchased a dresser and some tennis rackets for Munchkin. The dresser I actually need to return because it doesn't fit together properly. But Munchkin is very happy with her tennis rackets. She started tennis lessons and she's loving it. And I am loving that she has an activity to go to every week here to help her with her social life and her physical fitness. I am so, so, so happy that that is a thing. Anyways, I need to come off of this video now. I'm going to cook my dinner. Guys, if you want to donate to the channel, there are several ways that you can support us down in the description box below. Thank you for all of you who have helped to keep the channel going as I still continue to look for a 9-to-5 or some way to sustain ourselves while we are here in Kingston, Jamaica. My name is Monique. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.